Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to take an opportunity to share a thought that I had today. I was in a makeup store purchasing some, foundation for my on-camera persona. No, I was actually in there with my wife, and this song came on the radio. It was that Sam Smith song that played at the Grammys. It's really catchy. The Grammys where there was all this uproar where they basically did like an homage to Satan. Well, this song came on, and it is really, it gets stuck in your head pretty easily. And it reminded me of a conversation that Megan and I had a couple days ago about the power of music and its ability to influence you and to remain in your head and to impact you over the long term, sometimes even in your subconscious when you're not aware of it. And this came about because our marriage is basically a revolving door of hymns and songs that get stuck in one of our heads, and either her or I start humming it, and then the other one subconsciously picks it up and starts humming it. And we don't even realize this is happening a lot of the times, and we're not always conscious of where this music comes from. The good example is the other day I was humming the hymn. It's an old hymn, "Walking Alone at Eve." I don't even like that hymn. I know some people do, but I don't like that hymn. And yet it was in my head and I was humming it, and then she was humming it. Right? So it's amazing just how much influence these things can have on us even when we don't realize it. And I think that, well, for one, I think music is of God. I don't think there's any question about that. It's a gift that's been given to us. We're commanded to sing within the churches. But like many things that God has given to us, Satan has taken it, and the world has taken it and twisted it and used it to promote, instead of worship and adoration of God, worship and adoration of man. And Satan has used it to influence people and to promote messages that negatively affect people. There's no question that music promotes values. It promotes a worldview. And obviously a lot of the music that's being put out into the world right now is promoting an incorrect worldview. So we look around as Christians and we often rage at how wicked and how corrupt and how terrible some of the modern music is. But I think one question we need to be asking ourselves is, are we countering this? We're engaged in a spiritual battle. And the enemy makes a move, and what do? Do we just sit around and complain about how the enemy has made a move and that we don't like it and, it's terrible, but then we don't take a step to counter that in any way? What are we doing? What kind of messages are we putting out there? What kind of music are we putting out into the world to counter Satan's offensive? A strategic force makes moves to counter the enemy's position. Are we, as modern Christians, strategic people? And have we undervalued the gift of God, that is music, to influence people while Satan has taken full advantage of its power? And so I wanted to make this video to say that I think we need more Christian songwriters. Right? We need more people putting out positive messages and a good worldview into the world so that can get into people's ears, that can be what fills their minds in their subconscious and impacts them for good. And in making this call for new songwriters, what I'm not encouraging people to do is to become songwriters so that they can play concerts or sell albums or have name recognition or make royalties off of their music. Not songwriters who are looking to promote themselves, but songwriters who are looking to promote God. So this is the reason that I really wanted to make this video, is just to promote the idea and encourage people that maybe haven't thought of it before to minister in songs to the church. Because I know a lot of us are kind of worn out singing the same old songs, or maybe are not content with a lot of the newer songs because they're theologically not very deep, not nearly as deep as some of the old songs. Well, we need new ones, right? We need fresh tunes to fill the minds of the current generation and the generations that will come down the line. So maybe you haven't found your niche, maybe you haven't found how you can use how you can contribute to the church and to the work and to the church culture. Maybe this is something that you could do. Just wanted to put it out there so people started thinking about it. And so let's be proactive, and instead of just raging about the music that's coming out of the world and bemoaning the fact that it's so corrupt and everyone's being influenced negatively by it, let's produce some of our own good music. The best music in the world should come out of the church. And I think we have the talent to do it, but we just need to step up and make it happen.